Now, think of the seaside. What comes to mind? Bucket and spade, fish and chips, that kind of thing. But what about the sound of the seaside? Yes, the unmistakable sound of waves crashing onto the beach, or maybe the seagulls in the sky, hoping to steal your 99 flake, no doubt. Well, the National Trust wants us to record our own seaside sounds so it can create a sound map of Britain's coast. They've enlisted the help of Martyn Ware from the Human League in Heaven 17, and he came in to speak to me earlier on. Martyn, lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Why have you got involved in this?
Well, they asked me, but I think it's a really interesting thing to help reconnect people with the coast and their memories of the coast. So it's not just about collecting sounds like waves or amusement arcades or donkeys. It's about reminiscences of people and maybe feeling fondly about a bygone age. But also, could be children talking about now.
Yes. But it's very much a way of evoking those memories rather than just going and, well, I mean, people might say, why don't you just go and film the seaside? Why don't you go and video it? Well,
sound is an incredibly evocative thing that we don't really appreciate as much as we should. We always take it for granted. It's always in the service of, when you go to the seaside and you love what you're experiencing, you take a photo. But actually, what you're doing is providing a memento of the whole experience. And sound is a big part of it. And what the National Trust are trying to do is to create a map, a sound map around the coast, so that future generations can remember more accurately what Britain was like on the coastline.
And you are travelling around in a beach hut, aren't you?
I'm not actually travelling in a beach.
No, I realise that.
But no, we're going to be taking a highly coloured beach hut and putting it in certain locations, one in the Black Beaches in Durham, in Orford Ness, and in East Barry on the Gower Peninsula.
Yeah.
And these are kind of post-industrial locations, and we're trying to wrap it up with my love of post-industrial stuff coming from Sheffield. And basically, it's going to be a little recording studio. So you go in there, you press a big red button and record your thoughts about your past at the seaside, looking out of a little square window. Because,
people think of the British seaside and they automatically assume certain stereotypical sounds, I guess,
yes,
if they're going to record them. You're thinking of, the ice cream van, and you probably think of kids playing and donkeys and that sort of thing. What are you expecting? Well, without sort of trying to trip you up here, what unexpected things are you planning to hear?
Well, people have different memories of the past, so it's not just about the sound effects themselves, it's about their reminiscences. Maybe when they were tiny, maybe some of their earliest memories are when they first saw the sea. I think that's a really cute thing. I know when I was growing up in Sheffield, it was really a one day a year on a charabanc trip. We went to Skegness or Scarborough or Cleethorpes, and that was, to us, that was like, the equivalent of going to, Dubai now or something, It was a beautiful thing. I still get excited when I see the sea. Maybe I'm, of a certain age, but I think it's really an important thing to understand how all your senses are energised when you get to the seaside.
And also, it's important to remember and evoke just how beautiful the
yes,
British coastline can be. Only last week we heard that Kent was one of the best places for a family holiday, well, in the world, according to Lonely Planet. So yes, is it also reminding people that what we've got on our doorstep is worth going to?
The coast of Britain is beautiful. I mean, I've travelled around the world a lot, and I have to say it's amongst the most beautiful that you can get anywhere.
For me, the Dodgems of Pwllheli, yes, on the Clean Peninsula, probably listening to Temptation by Heaven 17, actually. Yes. Evocative memories of seaside when I was a kid. Martyn, lovely to see you. Best of luck with it.
Thank you so much.